Welcome to the Bare Metal Cyber CISSP Prepcast. This series helps you prepare for the ISC² CISSP exam with focused explanations and practical context. In this episode, we are focusing on business continuity planning, often referred to as BCP. Business continuity planning is one of the most essential capabilities an organization can develop to maintain operations during and after disruption. Whether the disruption is caused by a cyber attack, a natural disaster, a power outage, or a supply chain issue, the ability to stay functional, or at least recover quickly, is what separates resilient organizations from those that collapse under pressure. As a future certified information systems security professional, your understanding of BCP is critical. Business continuity planning is not just a checklist or a document on a shelf. It is a comprehensive process that connects risk management, technology, leadership, and operational resilience. When done correctly, it protects people, data, reputation, and critical services. When ignored or poorly executed, it leaves organizations vulnerable to prolonged downtime, loss of trust, regulatory penalties, and in some cases, complete operational failure. Let us begin by defining what business continuity planning actually is. BCP is the process of preparing an organization to continue essential functions during and after an unexpected disruption. It involves identifying critical operations, analyzing the impact of potential threats, and developing strategies and procedures to minimize interruption. The goal is not only to recover from events, but also to ensure that the organization can deliver core products and services, even under difficult circumstances. Effective BCP minimizes downtime. The longer a business is offline, the more it loses revenue, customers, credibility, and momentum. Business continuity planning reduces these losses by putting predefined recovery mechanisms in place. These mechanisms may include backup systems, remote work capabilities, alternate suppliers, or even pre-established crisis communication procedures. The value of BCP is not hypothetical. Real-world disruptions happen every day, and organizations that prepare in advance recover faster with less damage. It is also important to recognize that BCP is a team effort. It cannot be created or implemented by a single department. It must include input and support from all key areas of the business: executives, IT, operations, legal, human resources, customer service, and more. Cybersecurity professionals play a major role in this effort by safeguarding systems, protecting data, and enabling secure communication channels during a crisis. The closer BCP is integrated into daily business functions and goals, the more effective it becomes. Now let us discuss the core components of an effective business continuity plan. The first key component is the Business Impact Analysis, or BIA. This step helps organizations understand which functions are critical, how long they can be unavailable, and what the consequences would be if they were disrupted. It forms the foundation for the rest of the continuity plan. The second component is recovery strategies. These strategies define how the organization will resume operations after a disruption. Recovery strategies may include off-site backups, alternate work locations, or manual processes for performing critical tasks. These plans must be specific, actionable, and aligned with the findings of the BIA. Third, the plan must establish roles and responsibilities. When a crisis occurs, there is no time for confusion. Everyone must know their role: who leads the response, who communicates with stakeholders, who restores systems, and who coordinates with external partners. Communication is the fourth component. During a disruption, clear and timely communication can prevent panic, manage customer expectations, and coordinate internal efforts. The BCP should include internal communication protocols, as well as plans for informing customers, regulators, and media if necessary. The fifth component is testing and training. A plan that has never been tested is not reliable. Regular exercises help verify that the plan works, ensure that employees understand it, and identify areas for improvement. BCP must be a living process, not a one-time project. Let us now take a deeper look at the business impact analysis. The BIA identifies critical business functions and evaluates the consequences of disruptions. It is not just about IT systems. It includes any process that supports core operations. The BIA examines what would happen if those processes were unavailable and how long the business could operate without them. The BIA also identifies dependencies, both internal and external. For example, a sales department may depend on customer databases, internet connectivity, and third-party logistics providers. If any of those components fail, the entire sales operation may grind to a halt. As part of the BIA, organizations define recovery time objectives, or RTOS. This metric indicates the maximum amount of time a function can be down before significant harm occurs. It helps set priorities for recovery efforts. Another key metric is the recovery point objective, or RPO. This defines the maximum acceptable amount of data loss measured in time. For example, an RPO of 4 hours means backup data must not be older than 4 hours when systems are restored. Once critical functions and recovery objectives are defined, resources and planning can be directed to the most important areas. This ensures the organization invests its time and money where it will have the greatest impact on resilience. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other podcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. With the BIA complete, the next step is developing and implementing recovery strategies. These strategies are the practical steps the organization will take when a disruption occurs. Options may include setting up alternate work locations, enabling secure remote work, switching to cloud-based services, or rerouting phone and email systems. Recovery strategies should directly reflect the priorities identified in the BIA. If customer support is a top priority, then the strategy must ensure that support staff can access systems and communicate with clients even if the main office is offline. If data integrity is essential, then the strategy must include real-time backups and secure storage locations. Each recovery strategy must be detailed and actionable. It must include who is responsible, what steps to take, how to activate the plan, and how to confirm that recovery is proceeding as expected. Coordination with external partners is also critical. If your organization relies on outside suppliers, contractors, or service providers, those relationships must be factored into your continuity strategies. Contracts should include service-level agreements that reflect recovery goals. Recovery strategies must also be kept current. Changes in technology, business operations, staffing, or partnerships may affect how recovery should proceed. Plans must be reviewed and updated regularly to ensure their continued effectiveness. Now let us focus on testing, training, and maintaining the business continuity plan. Testing is the only way to validate whether the plan will work in a real crisis. Organizations should conduct regular tabletop exercises where team members walk through scenarios step by step. These exercises help clarify roles, test communication channels, and surface gaps in procedures. Full-scale simulations can be even more valuable. These might involve shutting down systems, switching to backup sites, or running drills that involve multiple departments. While more resource-intensive, simulations provide a realistic view of the organization's true readiness. Training is another critical component. All personnel must understand the BCP, know their roles, and be confident in taking action. Training should be provided at onboarding, during role changes, and regularly throughout the year. Even the best plan will fail if the people responsible do not know what to do. Post-test analysis is equally important. Every test or exercise should be followed by a formal review. What went well? What could have gone better? What unexpected issues arose? This feedback loop allows the organization to continuously refine and improve the plan. Maintenance is the final pillar of BCP. The plan must be updated in response to business changes, new threats, and lessons learned. New systems, new locations, new staff, all of these must be incorporated into the plan. Maintenance ensures that the BCP evolves alongside the organization, not behind it. Ultimately, business continuity planning is about preparedness. It is about taking ownership of uncertainty and refusing to let disruption dictate outcomes. A strong BCP reflects a culture of resilience. It signals to employees, customers, and partners that the organization is ready to face challenges head-on with clarity and purpose. Thank you for tuning in to the CISSP Prepcast by Bare Metal Cyber. Visit baremetalcyber.com for additional episodes, comprehensive CISSP study tools, and dedicated certification support. Strengthen your understanding of business continuity planning fundamentals, and will continue guiding you towards CISSP certification success.